Hello and welcome to Instructions for Daily Living. I am your host, Pastor Paul Shepard. And today with me, I have a special guest host, Jules Montgomery. He's an impressive young man. He's an entrepreneur and basketball guru and coach, husband and father. So today, Jules and I would like to talk to you about community. Jules, take it away. What's your view on community, and where's your view of community coming from?
Most definitely. So, first and foremost, I am a husband, but I'm not a father yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, I jumped the gun on that one. Sorry
Yes,
about that.
no
A little
problem.
wishful thinking, because the world can definitely use another you.
I agree. I agree. So, community. So, the first words that come to my head are just like relationships, connections, family, and community. I guess my upbringing and my environments, growing up with my family members, my cousins, my basketball teammates. And going to different events around the areas that I grew up, it kind of just gave me a good idea of my community, who's in
Mhm.
my community, and what my community stands for.
And like making a difference within that community, standing out, standing up, uh, presenting a good role model.
Well, when you talk about that, that's something that I strive to do in my daily life. Is be somebody in my community that just makes a positive impact. And I like to do that, every day in my life with coaching basketball kids and just helping them try to take their game to the next level while teaching them valuable life skills.
Most definitely. Because that's a very important part of community, is having strong male members within it, presenting a positive role model. That's definitely because you and I live in Albuquerque, and these are definitely hard times. So we definitely need more positive male role models in our society, because we do have single moms out there, with, and the sadly enough, the father's not involved. So having a strong male positive basketball coach, that can shape the future of somebody, because at that age, minds are still being formed and shaped. So you're doing very important work within the community, and I think there should be more people like you.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot of people out there in the community that are similar and give back. I know in basketball world specifically, there's a lot, and I know in other sports and other different arts and crafts and things like that. There's people out there that are dedicating their time, effort, energy to their community by maybe volunteering for the Special Olympics. I've seen people do that, or putting on events for kids at community centers. I've seen that, so. I do see a lot of good things in our community, but also some things that definitely can be improved.
Right, right. And I also church community is important too. That's my biggest community. That's where I am a lot. So I'm always around the congregation. We're either doing one type of event or another, or Bible study. There's always Bible studies every Wednesday, but getting together outside of that, like just going fishing and relaxing and just having fun. Calling up people. And it's very important when you're part of the community that you have people that you can call and talk to and say, hey, you want to go bowling? You want to go fishing? And it's always a great thing to go and do, especially when you get a group of people together. And then, because bowling for me is like the vehicle. And then, we get together and we all fellowship. And then, we start my thing. I always talk about general stuff, but then, I always try to steer the conversation towards scriptural things and little pearls of wisdom here and there that I hear in conversation that I can share. So, I love being a part of community and doing that, just being out with the people, you know.
So I consult with a group, and I want to shout them out. They're a special organization, Upward Sports, and
Uh,
they're a basketball organization. But I'm not even going to call them a basketball organization. They're introducing kids to Christ through the sport of basketball. So I just think that they're a great organization. They have a great mission. I've gone to some of their games. During half times before the games, they'll read a scripture with the kids. They'll talk about, core values and good, just what it means to be a good athlete, a good teammate, sportsmanship, positivity, and I just think, they're an organization in the community that I want to shout out because they're doing something very similar.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's encouraging to hear, especially in these days and times. Because I don't see a lot of that, and that's just wonderful work. Doing that with young people, also too. Out in Northern California, I used to teach martial arts. I used to teach it to children, teenagers, and adults. But instead of teaching the Eastern Zen philosophy that usually accompanies martial arts, I replaced it with scriptures. Yeah, and and like
Jesus.
Yeah. I was coming at him with Jesus through martial arts. Because I was teaching them as much as it depends on you, live peaceably with all men.
Where do you find that at?
Oh, that's in Romans chapter 12, verses 9 through 21. You'll find that exact scripture in there. But and how much does it depend on you? Everything depends on you. So, that's what I used to teach by way of martial arts. And I got rid of, like I said, that Eastern philosophy. So, and the community as a whole appreciated the teachings that the children were receiving. So, yeah, it's you have basketball, you have martial arts. There could be all kinds of ways that you can deliver the word. So, also too, I noticed over at the community centers, pickleball is a big thing. Tell me about the age groups. What's your usual demographic for the ages around pickleball?
Yeah, well, when you say community, like I've seen that there's a strong pickleball community where you'll see them go from, court to court, area to area, just going together, different places, and they let the sport kind of bring them together, and it kind of opens up other doors. They find other interests, so they can go from the pickleball court one day to maybe they're talking about, business the other day, finances the other day. Hey, where's a good place to take my kid for, a place to eat and things like that. So I just think that community builds relationships. Relationships build opportunities for, people, and opportunities just bring like good experiences. So, pickleball, you'll see kids, not necessarily young ones, but high school and above, they're starting to transition into it. But you'll mainly see like 40 plus out there, 100% giving it their all, and groups of 20 to 30 depending on the weather. So pickleball is definitely a growing community.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And another important thing about community is, who are you within the community? What are you doing to make a difference within your community? What are you sick and tired of being sick and tired of? And what are you doing about it? Are you being an activist? Are you writing letters and saying, hey, we need a stop sign here, or hey, we have a serious problem, or we need it's always good to be civic minded and be a part of the community in a positive way, impact it in a positive way. Just don't say, I'm just a night janitor within my community. What kind of effect can I possibly have on anybody? Well, when you get off work and you smile at somebody and say, hey, how you doing today? You never know what kind of day someone's having. You just never know. So